Hello and welcome. This is me literally going into Southern Station. I've got two choices. Lots of people voted for New Zealand or Australia maps, and I would have been happy with either, but everybody only voted for one. So there's only one choice for all of them. There was no doubles up. So I thought, well, in that case, there were a few non-mod hub maps, and I thought we've had a lot of trouble with them. I'm going to go for a mod hub map. So this is one of the choices. So what I might do is do a bit of a mini vote. So this is Southern Cross Station. And there's also Western Australia. So this is start from scratch. Oh, and we do have, I've not put my vehicles in yet, so we do start with a lorry in this Southern Cross Station on a start from scratch. Now then, we want to immediately pay off the loan in case we are playing with this one. I'll keep both saves active and then put my vehicles in and see whereabouts they land. Yeah, whether we do actually get them. We also need them to add the remember it's 200,000, so it's 200,000 plus the 800,000 is a mil, so we just need to add 700,000. If we were coming here, we've got 1 million to play with, and I do not know what fuel prices are like or anything like that. So I'm going to do this as if we're looking. Well, we are looking. There isn't as if we're looking. We are looking. We need to check fuel prices, really. That is 100. Not bad. Not bad at all. 326. 15. Obviously, the biggest thing is going to be now. This obviously is the proper farm, and it's not destroyed totally. The massive sheds still around, which I'd have thought on this type of let's play. Plenty of room for other buildings if we chose to buy this actual slot. So yeah, more buildings over there. I think it's all, yeah, it is. Let's have a quick look. This monstrous farmyard would be the farmyard. It would actually be quite nice to, even if it's a start from scratch, to actually start with. No, it just is a shed. It's not got object storage or anything like that on it. And we have a, you won't really see until you buy it if there's anything else with it. It's kind of what that is. Grain Corp, Southern Cross Grain. A lot going on here. We're not that far away though, really. What is this here? That is a good question. We're actually almost facing it. So is that thing there? Let's have a quick look. This also has buildings. Looks like we've got to swim over a river to get to it, which I'm in the mood for this beautiful day. A bit of a swim, why not? And so this is yet more buildings. Doesn't seem to have any functionality. I thought it might be a BJ or something like that, but this is also an option, I suppose. Could buy 20. Looks like it comes. It's only 82,000. It's not much smaller than the actual farm, and it's got quite a bit of buildings. So that's an option. Sawmill. I'm not sure how old the map is, but I'm quite happy to do it. I don't particularly care. Field 8. The television is deciding it's choosing this very moment to wish to switch off. Let's have a look. What? That's Lime Station, Vehicle Shop, Gas, Debris, Southern Cross Flour Mill. Everything around this central point. Sugar Mill, Spinner. I very rarely use the in-game ones. Very rarely, because they're just, yeah. There's much better modded ones with more realistic, less destructive things, really. So yeah, so the fields though mainly are really starting from that, unless you were going to choose down here, which that is essential, like fanning out from that, not too far away from there. That appeals to me. So let's have a look at what they are. I've no doubt that the fields above are probably going to be where all of the massive bonuses are. Oh no, it's a fairly balanced map, really. Yeah, yeah, and there's nothing that like goes, oh, I've got to have that field because it's all loam. And that's about the best we've seen, 109. I like that because it's realistic, good solid soil, but nothing that says, yeah, I've got to have you. I like as a starting thing, actually, what is that there? We buy 30 to get that bit. You do. Looks like a bit of a yard. 326, it's quite a lot for a first field. And also 20's opposite it. And it's got something like black there. Let's have a bit of, where are we? Oughtn't we to grab the lorry? And have a bit of a task, being as we have been gifted this fantastic bit of kit. Let's have a look at fields. Yeah, so we're going towards 20, which is sort of straight ahead down the road. So this is the proper farmyard if we wanted to go massive straight away. But to be honest, there's a lot of wasted things that are on here that I think probably had lots of nice and like animal enclosures and things like that to begin with. So looks like there's a ford. We're going the right way, we are. Then we need to take a right. But also the one that we just saw also has got a, ooh, beautiful. Very, very nice. So it is a bit of a stunner, and it is very small. I presume that means there's no traffic and things like that. Yeah, we're going the right way. So that is one place I'm considering if we were on this map. Do I release this as a bit of a news item? In which case I need to really get a shifty on, really, so that it's not too massive. Yeah. So yeah, this is that one option. We did see something like black at the end of the thing on 20. It's right down the bottom. I think we're going to be passing it. So let's get a shifty on. And I think the other place, the little bit of a yard that we saw, was not too far, so it looks like it's a bit of a creek or something. Yeah, it is. So it's a bit of a pond, literally a bit of a pond, and the one we were looking at was to the right of us, so we need to go right. Looks like it's that over there, which to me looks far and quite big enough for a start, really, for little old me and all of our equipment. Could also sort of cheat and get the general location of the XYZ coordinates for this, and for once actually translate them into the XML file for all of the bits and bobs. So it'll take me a few minutes to do that though. I'd have to replace everything with this. So it'd be one big shed, and then we could still put another one, and we would be buying this, which has got some beets, oh, my favourite vegetable, the red beetroot as I call it. So this is option number one. I like the idea of this. I think we will be, oh, and it also has got, looks like canola, so that would be my choice. So let's buy as if that's what we're going for. Yes, so that is our first choice. And if we wish to expand, field 20, sorry, not field, well, plots 20. It is plots 20, and I do see now why giants have done the plots as well as the numbers for sometimes when there's only grass fields and there's no proper number to it. So yeah, there's quite a good set of fields around us, is what I'm thinking. So yeah, mainly I think there's a bit of grass or maybe a bit of but I'm sure we could do something with that. And 21 likewise, we'd have a look at that. And there's that field there, bit of grass, or it might not be grass, it might actually be. We look across the road. It is just land by the look of it. I can't see any trees in it, but yeah, I'm not looking. That's the right direction. It is trees. It's forestry, a bit of forestry. Well, it's not like we've not got a Komatsu sitting in the yard. We could do a little bit of forestry. It is a bit time consuming though. So we bought this. This is our starting patch on this. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to link together with the next map. So I'm going to see you shortly. Right, now this is Western Australia. It is another start from scratch. Let's turn the time down, which I didn't do on the last one. Ooh, Why have I got those on? I never have those turned on. I don't know how that's happened. Inventory on. Why would I ever switch that on? We are on dollars, Australian dollars, and yeah, we are start from scratch. Let me just show you. I didn't show you on the last one, but yeah, literally 0 time. And we will, let's do this as if we're staying here, and then the choice. I'm only going to give a couple of days choices for this, because it's just so as I'm not the main influencer on this, because obviously, yeah, now we also need to only give ourselves 700,000 instead of 800. So 1 million from Sosnovka. Yeah, we did very, very well on that. So then, let's have a bit of a look on the map. Obviously, we've got no... Let's have a look. Have we got any vehicles or anything? No, this is a true start from scratch. True start from scratch start. Where we... Looks like this was where the main farmyard was. So it does very much look like it. This is a destructive start from scratch where you lose everything on your main farmland straight away. Which is a bit of a shame. It is, really, because I do quite like that, as Southern Cross is already appealing to me a little bit more than Western Australia for the fact that, yeah, it's a bit bleak and empty here, really. And we got left a lorry. No, not at all, I'm only kidding. Right, let's have a look. Yeah, I think with 1 million we'll probably build a bit of... Oh, now this is all farming. It is. So, literally, let's have a look. This, yeah, wow, we're right up in the north with no farmyard. It's a bit of a disadvantage, I think, that. What do you get that little blob if you buy 11? So this is the main sort of where the shop is and all the rest of it. If that is the case, and this is a big map, it makes sense that we actually are not far off. Can you buy that bit of... You can buy it, but we would pretty much be spending every iota of cash we've actually got. So how about that one? I know I like my beats, but that's all my life. I don't know that we can go that big straight away. How about 11? How much was that? Oh, my life. These must be big. Is this a 4X map? I don't know. It could be. It is looking a little bit... That's awful. And would gobble up half of our money. That would likewise. Well, I'm glad we did well on Sosnovka. Oh, now that's more like it. That's 380,000. Trying to think. Field 10 has got some interesting squiggles. Let's go and have a look and see. Yeah, it looks a little bit, reminds me of... We might be able to just about jump over that. Yeah, let's have a look what these carved bits are, whether there's anything that you could split the field, or whether it's just... It looks to me like bits of trees in the middle of the field, which you could use eventually, but we'd have to clear the crop first. Yeah, you could sort of start to build your farmyard on these little islands, or split the field in time on this, but it is only a little bit at the minute, so you've got it's an island in amongst crops, which is a bit of a disadvantage. Another bit one there and another couple over there, so 10's a bit of a bust. 9 would gobble up a lot of cash, more than we've actually got. It would. This is definitely true. That would gobble up 2/3 and has beetroot in it, which means, I think, if I'm right, that we'd be harvesting almost straight away. Beetroot is low. It's actually, well, it could be ready now. No, it's not. Field 10 is where we are now. That's interesting. It is parsnips, so field 10 is ready. So actually you wouldn't be hanging around for very long, and then you could do some work with these existing splits that exist. Just take these trees out, probably for speed, tree devour them rather than proper harvest them. Because, yeah, it's true, we could do that. So that would take... Ooh. The one good thing is, obviously we have actually got equipment. which is rather a unique place to start. The animals would have to sit in the thing while we carved this out, but it would be dead opposite the shop, so then you've obviously got all of these around you that you need to do a shed load of things to actually do it. Or you could go small and go for field 8, which is, let's go and have a look if we can actually get anything that's, is that corgi or gorgie? Oh, I'm banging into a wall straight away. I have not had a drink, honest, so I think it's that way. Yeah, field 8 is indeed straight ahead. So you could sort of, because it looks to me like it's as flat as a pancake, which that would be not a bad thing to start with. And then you could buy, ooh, that looks a nice interesting field ahead. What is that one? Ooh, you would pick that one. Yeah, that's a little bit beyond us at present. So we've got two options. That would leave us a little bit skint, but we've got the equipment to literally crack on with that straight away. We'd have about 80, 78,000, 77,500-ish if we did for that. Or we could start with field 8 and start small, but then we've got field 7, which is awful. Would we really want to saddle ourselves? I mean, that mind you say that that's not much better, really, is it? Although that's nearly all silty clay. The bonus is only marginally better. I like the shape of that better. If we were going to split that into a couple of fields, because it is big. So I think price-wise we have very little option, but to actually sort of go for, I think, let's stick to your guns. Let's go for field 10. So these are the two choices. This is where we would be starting if we were starting here, and I'm going to literally post this today. I want to keep it short and sweet. There's the two choices. There's this map, which is Western Australia, or Southern Cross. My heart is leaning towards Southern Cross. I like the fact we've actually got a bit of a farmyard, but equally it could be just as nice to actually make a farmyard ourselves. And obviously the bad news is though that we've just spent all of the cash on, we're in February. Ah, that's interesting. I didn't see that. So there's no, that's not a mod, that's the map itself is starting me in February. So wow. So literally, so it's all about the wrong way round in a way. It is. Wow, this is a little bit special. I do like this. Now this is interesting because I've got no advantage or disadvantage having never ever seen a thing like this, which is probably realistically true of the area. So I'm going to leave it to yourselves. I'm going to quit it there. I'm going to put this out. I'm going to, on Monday I am going to trying to think. No, I really need to make a start on it if I'm honest. I think I'm gonna vote myself and we're gonna go Southern Cross. I'm gonna go with my guts. My gut says Southern Cross rather than this, so that is what we're going to go for. But I'm going to still put this out as a bit of a news article to at least so you know where we're going. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet so that it doesn't take forever to upload. So I'm going to see you hopefully on Southern Cross. See you next time.